Hey there, viewers, it's Charlie, I'm back again. And well, if you remember a few days ago, I reviewed the Rock Lord Granite. And in that video, I said I was going to review a GoBots figure when it arrived. Because at the time, I didn't have it. But well, it's finally arrived. Today's review will be on the Super GoBots figure, Spay-C. Now, before I continue, I'd like to make a shout out to another Transformers / GoBots reviewer, M, otherwise known as Transformers in Video Games. He also does Transformers and GoBots reviews, only he's way more popular. Because not only does he do Transformers and GoBots reviews, he also does garage sale hunting videos where he looks for, well, old toys and game consoles. The reason why I'm giving him a shout out is because he actually watches my GoBots reviews. I'm not joking. Also, he's very nice when it comes to comments, because often when I comment, he doesn't just reply. He also addresses me by name, which is really nice of him. So, if you're watching this, well, this video is dedicated to you. Also, a quick announcement. After Spay-C, I plan on reviewing all my G1 figures soon after Spay-C. So, yeah. That's going to be exciting to look forward to. But going back to the review, as we can see, Spay-C here is a space shuttle. An American space shuttle, which for me is a bit ironic because, you know, I'm not American, I'm British. Well, I'm Scottish technically, but let's just say I'm not American. But yeah, space shuttles are pretty much American things. Because as you can see, it says USA. We've got the flag with all the stars on it, and yeah, you know, yeah, it's American, pretty much. Here it actually says NASA, which is pretty cool. At the back, we have the thrusters underneath, which doesn't have any robot junk underneath. Instead, it says Bandai 1985, and that says Singapore. Doesn't have any MR number, because I don't think the Super GoBots had that. It was only the smaller ones. Here you can see these little wheels. And there's even some of the wings. And yes, this one does have paint chipping, but oh well. Now, I would do a comparison with Astro Train, but the only Astro Train figure I have is the Titans Return Astro Train, and it's not really a space shuttle, it's more just a spaceship. But if I had G1 Astro Train, I would do a comparison. Hell, if I had Blastoff from the Combaticons, I'd do a comparison. But no, this guy's currently my only space shuttle figure. Now, to get this guy transformed, well, for me, it's a bit fiddly, but, well, I mean, I only got this guy a day before recording this, so, but take the wings and then just fold them down like so. Come with these bits and move them out. And what I like to do is move them out again, just to get them out of the way. If you can try and get it out without breaking the figure. Because remember, this is a 30-plus-year-old figure. Next, come in here, take these bits, move them down like so, move the hip out, and then just continue moving that down, pull that in the foot, and extend that. If I could just do the same with the other foot. And something cool, if I can just raise my camera. Pretty much just accordions, you see. That's actually pretty cool. Then take the arms, move them down. We'll try and get the wings out the way. If we can. There we go. Come in here with the tail fin. Try and get a nail in there and just open that out. So, then untap that and move that to the back. And well, this is pretty much Spay-C in robot mode. So, yeah. Pretty much not much to say about this. Instead of having the tail fin form a bow tie like with Astro Train, instead it forms this little back cape. Sure. Still have the USA and American flag wings now on the side. Now having a look at Spay-C's head, as you can see, it's like a sort of similar to Sea Spray a wee bit, in my opinion. Because, well, that doesn't really look like an astronaut helmet. That more looks like that looks like something that you'd wear going underwater if you were to go diving. Like, not like Dreadwing's head, if you remember my previous review, but this just looks like a scuba diving helmet instead of a space helmet. Now, before I continue, a quick fun fact. Spay-C, well, Super GoBots Spay-C also has a smaller figure, which looks way different. Instead, the smaller Spay-C, well, instead of having this bit form her chest, or his chest, I'm pretty sure Spay-C is actually a girl. Yeah. Instead, the smaller Spay-C figure has this bit formed the heads, built like the cone heads from G1, Thrust Edge and Ramjet. Also, Spay-C is one of 4 GoBots figures to also have a Super GoBots figure. Along with Spay-C, there's also Leader 1, Psykill, who I've already reviewed in the past, and Vamp. They all also have smaller figures, along with Super GoBots figures. I mean, at least with Psykill, Leader 1, and Vamp, they looked like they looked like the smaller figures, but with Spay-C, she looks completely different. I mean, it's like how, well, with Road Ranger and Stax, they're both trucks. I mean, granted, Stax is a long nose and Road Ranger is a short nose truck, but they had different names. I mean, they could have called this figure a different name from Spay-C, like Shuttle, as in Shuttol, or something like that. I know that's cheesy, but come on, other GoBots names are quite cheesy, but eh. So, coming in for the articulation, of course, there's nothing at the head, because it's a GoBots figure. They rarely ever have head articulation. Arms can move up. So, of course, you can lift an arm up, just like every other GoBots figure. Although, the wing can get in the way of that. A bit like the modern figures I've been reviewing, she's able to T-pose and do the splits, which most GoBots and G1 figures can't do, but most modern figures can. And you know, if a figure can T-pose or do the splits, that is amazing. Nothing at the legs aside from the splits, though. So yeah, just like with most GoBots and G1 figures, her articulation leaves a lot to be desired. But, well, that's pretty much it for my review on the Super GoBots Spay-C. Now, do I recommend Spay-C? Well, once again, with every other GoBots, if you're a fan of the GoBots or an 80s collector, then yeah. The reason why I say that is because, well, there could be people who hate how this thing isn't able to move the legs that well or move the head. But, yeah. If so, this isn't really going to be a thing. But if you don't mind that, if you don't mind how this thing can't really move that much, then go ahead. Because this figure is really fun. And, well, she has quite an interesting transformation. Well, this has been my review on the Super GoBots Spay-C. And this is Charlie Young, signing off.